Malachi Moore is getting a lot of good press early. I don't think that's shocking to anybody. That was a pick that everybody really, really liked in the draft. And especially today when they were doing the live tackling drills, his name came up a whole bunch. And Aaron Glenn talked about him in his press conference too. He said, young fella, number 27. He's going to be a hell of a player in this league. I'm not even going to tell you who I'm going to compare him to. So I would love to know what that name is that he had in his head. Malachi Moore is coming into a position group that has been in need of some kind of spark for a couple of years now. I don't know if Cisco is enough of it. And I think Malachi Moore is primed to have an opportunity in front of him to take a starting spot. And it looks like so far he's making the most of it.
I mean, with Moore, I think his versatility was the thing that popped off the page the most. Alabama had a very young secondary this year. When Saban retired, they lost Caleb Downs, who will be in the draft guide next year. He's probably going to be a top 10 pick. A bunch of their other corners graduated. So that starting unit was a lot of true freshmen, a lot of redshirt freshmen, and Malachi Moore. And Malachi Moore, throughout his college career, played in the box, played as a split safety, played as a lone deep free safety, played nickel. His versatility, I think, is what was the best thing about him. As an athlete, he was, he said defensive back. People like to say like combine testing isn't, really that important. Some positions it is. Defensive back is still one where it matters, where you need to have a baseline athleticism. He was a fine athlete, wasn't, a star. That's probably why he fell to, day 3 of the draft. He's just a very useful football player. You can rely on him. He doesn't bust coverages. He can really communicate. For a secondary that's going to, I think, be more experienced than what he's used to. Ball skills were fine. I don't know if he's going to be a guy who's going to take the ball away consistently. I think a lot of people are going to want to make the comparisons to the Lion safeties, seeing what Kirby Joseph has done, seeing what Brian Branch has done, and those guys take away the football. I don't know if Malachi Moore is going to be that, but very sound tackler, guy you can play all over your defense. They play different positions, but a lot of what was said about Michael Carter II as a draft prospect, how smart he was, how much he was respected in the room, what he did for the players around him is kind of what you talked about for Moore. So if he takes a similar trajectory, becomes a second contract guy and just a very useful starter, wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, and he played that star position for Saban, which was like the hybrid safety linebacker that he kind of would like move all over the field to accomplish whatever he was trying to accomplish in the moment. And when a guy like that is trusted by a guy like Saban, it's almost hard not to be like, okay, well, he's going to be able to figure out how to have a role for himself in the NFL.